Hey, what's up? I'm Andre with the Ghostfly podcast. I know it's been a while, but I'm back at least for right now. All right. So check this out. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little something that happened not too long ago. Me and one of my sons, we were sitting down, we were talking, and he's like, "Hey, pops," he goes, "Does this ever happen to you?" Um, he goes, "I was telling somebody about things that happened in the old house, which in turn, if you guys don't know what happened, or even the reason why I even started this podcast is because me and my family, we lived in the house for 8.5 years, all right? And to us, it was haunted. We know for a fact it was haunted, all right? So, anyways, you check out those episodes in the back there, all right? Anyways, so he's telling me, he's like, "Pops, you ever told anybody about the experience that we had, in that house, and they just don't believe you?" And he goes, the key thing he said is they don't believe you until it happens to them. All right. So that's what happened to us. In a way, we didn't really think about it until we saw it with our own eyes. All right. Like, from my personal experience, I've seen something with my own eyes. I mean, I seen a person. I seen a little girl. Look, I wasn't even thinking of anything, all right? My mind was clear. I'm watching TV. All the kids were all in the family room, yeah? And the back is to me, and like the master bedroom's like right in front of me, but I'm looking this way right here, and something told me, look into the room. And when I looked into the room, I saw a little girl run from right to left into my closet. And when I yelled at those kids and I said, "Hey, look, I just seen a little girl," we all ran in there. Like, I went in there after me and stuff. And that closet door was closed. It was closed. So I saw a actual solid apparition of a little girl run into my closet, and the door was closed. All right. So nobody can tell me that, it's all in my mind or anything like that. Because like I told my son, like we were talking about it, if it happened to just like one of us, and it's repeatedly and stuff, and we're like all bugging out and stuff, like, "Oh my God, this something's wrong with this dude right here because this person's right here keeps seeing ghosts or something like that." You could believe it or not. I don't know. It all depends how you are. But since it happened to like all of us, and we seen it with our own eyes, there's no way that one of us were making it up as far as certain things. Hey man, look, put it this way: when something does happen or did happen to one of us, we believe them. Okay, so he was telling me, he goes, it's a trip because he said he'll be sitting there talking to somebody about, somebody wants to know, like, "Hey, tell me about that house." Oh no, actually, this happened to me. Somebody came up to me at my job and was like, "Hey man, tell me about that haunted house," because they're interested. So I'm telling them about it, and in the middle of our conversation and stuff, somebody walked by, and they'll catch a little bit of it, and then I look at the reaction, and they'll just shake their head like, "Oh, whatever," it goes like that. Bruh, listen, let that ghost come and visit you. I mean, if you don't believe it, when you see it with your own eyes, how can you explain that? I mean, you think we are crazy or something? Bro, I am nobody but a dude. Right, I work, I got a family. I'm not trying to get famous, huh? I'm not trying to get famous at all, I'm not a famous dude. I'm not a actor or nothing like that. I'm just telling you what I saw in my mind. Not in my mind. I'm just telling you what I saw with my eyes. Yeah, that works a lot better. What's in my mind? That's funny. That's but it's not in my mind. That's what I was trying to say. It's not stuck in my mind. We saw things with our own eyes, and we seen it at that house for 8.5 years, man. Think about that. 8.5 years of continuous stuff going on. And if this is the first time you guys ever came across this channel right here, check out my old episodes. Especially from the very beginning, I try to do it in track, of how things happened. Check them out, man. Those are real stories that I'm telling you right there. I have nothing to gain. Check it out. So me and my son was talking about that, and who are we? Who are we to sit there and say what ghost or paranormal stuff like that is? So with our language as humans, we call it, ghosts or, paranormal or what entities, whatever. But we don't know what they are. We just named it that. Just like we think we're the shit. We're not the shit. We think we're like uno number one, right? But I don't think we are. I was watching this show, actually, me and my wife last night, and this lady, her and her family, they moved into this house, and every time she wakes up, she always thought something was moving, all right? Like something to be displaced, or something on the dresser or the shelves in the kitchen will be moved around, displaced, moved, whatever. So that was going on, and she thought there was a ghost or an entity in the house for a long time, and she started having dreams. What's in her? She started having dreams, man, of these things, all right? Not like people, but sort of people, of these things, all right? So she went under hypnosis. It got that bad. She went under hypnosis and recalled everything. And come to find, bro, there were aliens, man, taking her. Like, from her childhood. They've been, like, abducting her, doing shit to her. And for some reason, they want to, like, move the mayonnaise jar this way. Like, what a goofballs, right? But they're, like, moving things, like, on the dresser, like, beep, beep, bop, boop, bop, what is this right here? And then they put it back on the dresser, and it's not where it's supposed to be. I mean, like, if you look at your dress and stuff, like, even right now, if somebody moves something, from left to right, front to back. Anyways, so we think we're the shit, and we're not number one. Nah, man, there's a lot of things out there. We're going to find out, though. All of us that are either watching this or whatever, we're going to find out, what all this is about. Do I believe in aliens and stuff like that? Like in outer space or in the center of the earth, deep in the ocean or something like that. Do I believe in that? Damn right I do. We're not number one, We're not number one at all. So, I don't know about you guys, but I do believe in aliens. And damn right I believe in, like, paranormal activities or ghosts or whatever they are. I believe in that stuff. So, I just wanted to bring that to you guys because my son brought it up out of nowhere. I think something happened to him, and he got a little upset that, people call him not crazy, but fake, whatever that is, to gain something fake. But they just got to see it with their own eyes, I hope everybody sees it with their own eyes, especially the people that call us, me, you guys out there watching this, nuts, Check that shit out for your own eyes, man. We're not crazy. Not crazy, bro. We see shit, or we seen stuff. That's all I want to say, man. If you see a ghost and you question yourself that it is a ghost, bro, you know what? Most likely it's a ghost, all right? And it's coming to say something to you or let you know something, but take it from me, all right? It's a ghost. Yeah, man, it's come to visit you too. Cha. Yeah. That's it. Oh, hey, I know I'm rambling on. I do that. All right. So, somebody asked me if I do some ghost hunting, and I would like to do some ghost hunting. All right. Just recently, I went on a ghost tour. All right. And you got to remember, I went on 2 of those, and you got to remember the word tour. It's a tour. They talk about, like, what could happen in that building or what can happen in that building or that street or that train or this and that. It's a tour. It's not a ghost hunting thing. So I never actually been on ghost hunting. And I think I want to, I know there's a lot of cemeteries and stuff like that around here. I know there's a lot of buildings and stuff like that in my region. And I live in Northern California in the Sacramento, California area. So I know there's a lot of activities going on around here. But I just don't know how to go about it. You know what I mean? I mean, some of you guys probably went on some ghost hunting activity tours, whatever, not tours, but, doing some ghost hunting. But, I mean, tell me, man, do you guys have to get permission? Like, let's just say, because I see a lot of old buildings, right? Especially when I'm driving. And I'm like, yo, I would love to sit there and do some ghost hunting. See, in that building right there. But how do you go about it? Do you try to link up with the owners, the or how does that work to get permission? Do you pay for it? You know, I mean, I you know, I watch like ghost adventures, ghost hunters, and the ghost things on TV, and I like it. I know a lot of them are a lot of it's fake, but it's entertainment to me. I dig it. It's in my realm. I like it. I mean, I just like it. You dig what I'm saying? But it, you know, it, for ghost hunting, I know it takes time. You don't sit there and walk into a building and hey, is anybody in here? Any ghosts in here? And 5 minutes, things are flying off the wall and all this activity is happening like on television. I get it. I get it. You know, but if anybody's out there that does ghost hunting and knows how to go about it, let me know, man. Like I said, put in a comment, reach out to me. I'll contact you. I have no problem. Maybe we can do this together. Work something out. I got a little bit of equipment and stuff like that. I'm ready. I'm ready to go out and do some stuff. As long as it's not like no crazy place because, crazy place, or as long as you're not too extreme. This is one of my standards right here. One of the things that's very important to me is like when I do go out ghost hunting, I am not going to invite whatever's out there into me so I could bring that shit home to my house, to my family. You get it? So I'm not looking for people that like to do that. I don't want to be possessed and shit. I have a strong will, but I just want to go ghost hunting, man. I don't want to be like on TV, exercise, Don't that shit. Dig it? Anyways, okay, I rambled on long enough. I just want to tell you about how my son came up to me and like nobody believes him until they see a ghost for themselves. Hey, that's it. Shit, I'm out. Once again, I'm Andre with the Ghostfly podcast. Subscribe if you can, because I really appreciate it. All right, hit that like button, subscribe, and that'll be dope. All right, you guys take care. See you on the next one. All right. One love. Peace out.